Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Libra for November of 2019, 11 months into the year. It's almost over. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We'll use the bottom card on the deck like an overall view of the month. Pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I speak as if I'm you. That makes all of us Libras named Frankie, I guess, for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and rising sign, get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't think that the cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month like an overall theme for this month. And now I have a short message for us, and it's probably not going to be a good one. It feels as if I am agitated to no end with someone, just really like, I don't know, not seeing eye to eye, just they are getting on my nerves. So I'm not sure whether this is at home, family, or co-worker at work, but it's like enough is enough, and I just don't want to hear one more word out their mouth. It's that type of energy. So based on looking at the cards here, they don't look all that bad. A lot of things coming down. We always get a little blip somewhere. May have something to do with that, but I really feel like if I can, I should hold my temper, maybe take a deep breath. I don't want to hurt somebody just because I'm in an agitated mood. Maybe pick a better time to discuss the topic that they're agitating me over. I don't exactly understand what it's going to mean, but that's our message for this month. You know, the cards here, we have a little blip in them, but our words are good for this month. They're faith and freedom, humor, tenderness, and understanding. I can really understand the understanding part because we just have two though, 2 cups energy in here. Our first one is the King of Cups. This is water energy, so it's going to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio type energy. Can be sun, moon, or rising, and male or female. So, because these are general readings, I have to say that this is a really good card to start up with. Maybe some of us are being asked to step up to the plate. Maybe it is someone outside of us that may be going to help us. But the King of Cups energy is really non-threatening. This is not the king that's going to go to war. It's a mature, kind, generous, like our word, tender down here, understanding type of energy. It's a person who's like a father figure to us. It can sometimes represent our own father, or it can be someone maybe that stands in that role for us, or it could be someone that we might have a love relationship with. Maybe someone who's older than we are, depending on who it is in our life or what it means. I don't know if this is the aggravating, agitating type energy from that first, or from the original message, but it really doesn't feel like it. Whether they're the person that's going to advise us, or they're our lover, whatever position they are, right? Or whatever they mean to us, they are totally trustworthy, dependable. It's somebody we could rely on for anything in our life. They would be there if we need them. Always there if we need them. Maybe someone to talk to about whatever's aggravating us. Um, I think it's a person who is cultured, kind of refined, knowledgeable, interested in arts sometimes because it is a creative type of energy. Um, they could be their own self creative, or it could be us being asked to take on that kind of energy for this month, being, kind and being there for someone who really needs us. If it's not a person, it's if it's not a person or a situation, it's a situation that is really good for us or favorable for us. Um, and it could be like an artistic pursuit sometimes, but the situation is favorable. We could have faith in it. We would know it's going to bring us some kind of freedom, uh, and and or understanding, maybe even like more understanding type energy about maybe a particular situation that we're going through. I'm trying to think here because these are general readings. It could be something like more understanding of a situation with that actual first message that we got here. So it could be someone to help us get through it, you know, or a situation that is going to be very important to us also. Really important and favorable is the word they want me to say. Not only important to us, but favorable to us. Because we have energetics in here, really strong energetics of making choices in our lives. And right under this is the Knight of Cups energy also, you know. So that would still be that trustworthy, honorable, uh, good energy. Or if we're going forward, let's say, like for a new job or something, could be someone that would really, if we don't like our job anymore, really step up to the plate and help us in some way how to find a new work or something. Because our next card here is a Two of Swords, so that's air energy like us. It's a usually means a situation where it appears like it is absolutely impossible to move forward. If you note in the card, hands across the chest, heart is closed off, eyes are closed off, so it's maintaining a situation in a state of stasis or like stagnation. A state of balance by ignoring any tension that it's causing us, kind of goes right with that first message that we were getting. It's an uncomfortable position to be in, but when we have it, it means there is a need to speak up. So if someone's agitating us that badly, maybe speak up, but at a later time when I'm cooled down or it's a more appropriate thing. Because even though I'm in an uncomfortable position with this card, I also would not be quite ready yet to like speak up or communicate anything about the circumstances involved. The only image that always pops in my head with this. It could be a couple that goes out, to dinner with everybody and they're all happy and talkative and things like that, and then they come home and they're here, at home, and she goes in the bedroom, he goes in the living room, watch TV, they don't even speak to each other. So it's like a facade. They're putting up this facade for the outside world, and there's no freedom in that. There's no humor in that, like our words, so there's a determination to pretend that everything is perfectly fine, but that's called denial, if we're not going to face it ourselves. So change will take place, or the tension of this card becomes like intolerable and unbearable. So the choice is there. The choice is to remove the blindfold, look at the situation, really, really clearly, really honestly, and speak up and decide from there and have faith in ourselves that whatever that it is that we're denying is holding ourselves back from holding ourselves back in some way from facing truth is what they're saying to say, from facing truth, and it's time for us to speak up. This person on this particular card, their arms are not tied up. There's a blindfold loosely around their face here. All they have to do is put down their arms, take off that blindfold, look at situations squarely in the face and say, what is it that I want? What is it I have decided to do? Because it's a card of choice, right? And we have to have faith in the choice that we make, that it's valuable and beneficial to us. And we have this King of Cups energy in here that's trustworthy and honorable. Perhaps it's something that could help us with this situation, right? Or give us good advice. Or we could be being called up to stand up, face a situation with the King of Cups energy there, and be honest with ourselves. How do they want me to say that? Honest with ourselves and honest with whoever else is involved. Maybe it's something I don't like in my partnership, marriage, maybe something I don't like at work that's not working right for me. Things like that. Because our next card here is the Two of Cups. So we have the energy here of two twos. So we have choices. This is a love choice, and the other one is a take off the blindfold. And what is it that I'm denying? Because this is a really, really good card, just like our King of Cups energy there. Very good card. It's what does it say when I was studying these? An ace is a fresh new beginning, and this is like having two aces or a coupling of some kind of sort. It can be a partnership, a union of any sort. It could be a new friendship coming into our lives or a new partnership coming into our lives. It's like when we first get to meet somebody or a new partner that we really love or care about, like automatically, when you're in the honeymoon state of everything, it's like the relationship or just everything around it seems good, right. Maybe some of us came to an understanding by taking off that blindfold, in our Two of Swords energy. So everything would be good, right, and we would feel like nothing could go wrong. Maybe it's a talk we have to have in an honorable way with the King of Cups energy. Old relationships with this card can be made new, and it's when we move together like in unison with another person and everything is going very smoothly for us. And that this card is the card of the Mutual Admiration Society. It's the, oh dear, you're so wonderful. Oh dear, no, it's not me, it's just you. It's that kind of thing. It usually means love between the sexes, or love, like a partnership love, the type of person you want to marry, boyfriend, girlfriend type energy, but it also can mean any kind of a joining, even another sort, people coming together in harmony, in unison, just like the Lover's card in the Major Arcana, where everything and everybody kind of working together, maybe on a project, maybe whoops, I'm knocking everything all over. Maybe I'm taking on a new job. I walked away from the old one type energy for those of us that are doing it, but it really is a word, a card of our words down here. Tenderness, understanding, and freedom. Because everybody with this particular card, everyone is on the same page. They all want the same thing, is how it feels. So I've come into some type of a balance with this particular energy, you know? And I made the right and the good choices for me. Maybe some of us, by discussing an issue that was bothering us or aggravating us, that, you know, finally we brought up and brought out and shined light on it, and things came back into a loving, harmonious manner for us, you know, like a loving type of energy. Because that's the way the card feels. It's like speak up, speak our mind, and everything will come back into understanding, an understanding energy, but it wants us to do it with our word, with faith and tenderness. So when we do this, we come to the understanding, you know, and then the air's cleared and everything's back in balance again, you know, that kind of energy. And there is help. They're saying to say, and there is help there, and there is a way there. I don't know what this is going to mean to you, but it's quite interesting, isn't it? Because we have the emotional energy of the King of Cups and the Two of Cups, and then that denial type energy of backing up with that Two of Swords. Because our next card here is a little bit harsh. This is the Five of Pentacles, and that can, it actually can have a negative thing going with it, that we're money short or business losses, material lack in some kind of a manner. It also can mean like spiritual bankruptcy, you know, it can do that also. But I think about this card because it's a warning that monies could be very tight, and that sometimes losses can ensue, or help that we had counted on is not going to be there when we counted on it. And I think that's why this King of Cup energy is like the overview, because there is help there. It could be like maybe we were planning on a loan and we didn't get it, it didn't go through right. It's the support we counted on might not come through. So with this energy in mind, with the other cards here, the decision cards, that, you know, with the two, I'm going to say this is always, I always see this card with that light shining out. This is supposedly a church here, right? And this poor kid here is all bloodied and bandaged, and they're freezing. There's usually snow on, you know, it's like very destitute, serious type of energy. But the card itself means there's always another way. There's always help. Because this light is supposed to be a church, right? And if they would just turn around and open up the door, push up the window, because it's a window, push up the window, there's help right on the other side. So with that King of Cups energetics in there, it's like fascinating. It's like, this is the right way. There's something else or another way for us to go if we'll take off that blindfold out of our Two of Swords. There's help. There's something that fortify us. Maybe if we were going for a loan, there's another bank that might, another bank that could give us the loan when the one that we were at wasn't. It's all that kind of energy. It's a energetics to me of looking for the other options. So if something seems really hard or really bad or really uncomfortable, what other way can I do it? And And in order to figure out another way, right, we got to take off that blindfold in the Two of Swords energy. Because there's help, have faith in it, and it's going to lead like to our freedom, like our word down there. So it's not as bad as it looks, because it comes to us in another way or manner that we weren't planning on. And I think that's that blindfold in the Two of Swords for all of us this month, because our next card, it might be a rough haul or a rough road to go through, but we have very good balancing energy, because now we have the Four of Swords, and this is so supposedly we're resting after the Three of Swords, right? Resting, because the Three of Swords is the horrible card with the heart in it that's been stabbed through by the Three Swords. So it's a card of recuperation. It's a card of rest and respite. It's a card of quietly sitting with ourself, right? And quietly sitting with ourself with faith. And that is exactly our word down here, faith. So quietly sitting with ourselves with faith, we would be doing a lot of introspection with this card, maybe because of the Five of Pentacles. We would need a lot of solitude. We'd need a lot of time to be alone, to contemplate, to get a better perspective on whatever is going on, right? And we can't do that without taking off that blindfold. So it can be a card of being, maybe we were in pain, but we'd be in the first stages of recovery, maybe after surgery, physical illness, things like that. We would be resting, taking time out to think things through. It's a card of the calm after the storm, right? So the Five of Pentacles could be our storm. The Two of Swords energy there could be us being in denial or trying to hide it from ourselves, whatever. But it's a card to go away. It reminds me of the Hermit type energy, like feeling monastic, wanting to sit by ourselves, turning off the phone, shutting the blinds, and, just taking some alone time to think. And we're all entitled to that. So we're going to, it's rest and relaxation, a time period to get understanding of what happened before, and then put our put our house in order. Put our house in order. So whatever's going on for us this month, I'm thinking this card more than anything is going to bring back our sense of humor. The time of rest is going to bring back our faith in the process, leading us to freedom and understanding. We can't get understanding when we're all up in our heads, or we're refusing to look at things as they are, and we're looking at them more like we wish they would be. I don't know what that is going to mean to us, because they're general readings. I'm looking down at this Two of Cups, and it feels like, everything's going to come back into play again, and we're going to continually, move forward by facing situations, taking off the blindfold, facing things clearly, discussing them. Oops, I just threw my angel book across the floor. Discussing them clearly. Sorry about that, guys. Discussing them clearly, right? And in a loving manner. And that's going to provide that forward momentum. But how do we do that if we don't close, go within and get the true understanding? Because we're moving forward through the whole entire month. Steady progress is our angel card. That's funny. We can't make these up. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. Our King of Cups and our Two of Cups here. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions of love. That's really a nice message. It goes right along with what we're talking about here, and it makes, oops, I turned it upside down. Now I won't even be able to find it. I'm not doing real well here today, am I, Libra? Anyhow, I think this is our movement forward, like they are talking to us about. Yeah, there's little blips, but we go within, we think about things, we make our decisions in a loving manner, in an understanding manner, and have faith in that which we are moving forward towards or for. Have faith in the process and know that there is always help. Always help. Nothing is total black in the storm with blood all over your head. It says you drew this from our Five of Pentacles. You drew this card as a reassurance that you're making steady progress. You sometimes harshly compare yourselves to others and feel that you should be farther ahead on your path by now. Yet look how far you've come, how many lessons you've learned, and how many people you've helped. And that's true, Libra. That's what we're about, helping and serving others and making things balanced and right for all involved. I think that's why we're getting 2 2s this month. Focus on your progress instead of expecting perfection from yourself. Each day, take at least one small action step concerning a project that you're passionate about. You're on the right path, even if it feels as if you're moving slowly. Praise the light instead of cursing the darkness and appreciate yourself. That I think that's something we need to do more of. Oh, good gravy, Libra. You're going to have to tell me what this is all about for you. Well, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell y'all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anyone wants to know more about me or neb about me, all the information's below the screen at the website, or if you want to set an appointment with me. All the information to do that is over at the website, and that's in the About section below the screen. There's 2 short videos at the website. One explains the prayer class. The other one explains the suture classes I put out there for you guys. The prayer class is 2.5 hours long, explains how you format prayers and why you do them that way. So it's very comprehensive. Sutras are just simple thought forms. You put in a meditation, 5 minutes a day, all it takes, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. The videos that explain them are over there at the website. And to all of you I've met through 3 whole years of doing YouTubes, and everyone I've met through 31 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.